So like I said, I'm Luther, and my brother Cody and I grew up in a musical family, musical community in the Memphis area. We live in Mississippi, just south of Memphis. You know, our parents were Memphians. Our father, Jim Dickinson, was a first-generation Memphis rock and roller, man. He grew up in Memphis in the 50s, and you know, between the cars and the radio and the music, I mean, that's rock and roll teenage heaven, Memphis in the 50s. And that was our dad. You know, his band like opened up for Bo Diddley at the VFW, you know. And then he went on to work with the Rolling Stones and Bob Dylan and Albert King and Albert Collins and Aretha Franklin and you know, Johnny Cash, and you know, it was he had an amazing career. And also all the local bluesmen like Furry Lewis and Sleepy John Estes and Bucka White, and he and his friends interacted with them in the folk days, you know. So our father, he was really a pioneer of American roots music. You know, like now it's all Americana, but back then it was just, you know, and it was just obscure roots music. But then in the mid-90s, my whole world changed, because all of a sudden I got to know Otha Turner and his family, who played the Mississippi cane fife and drums, like marching drums, funky marching drums, and R.L. Burnside and his family, who was an amazing hill country blues guitar player, and his whole family is completely talented, and Junior Kimbrough and his family, and Junior had a juke joint that we used to go to. So I mean, what I'm saying is, in the mid-90s, it dawned on me, I just became hip to an amazing underground, modern-day electrified country blues scene right here in my backyard, and that completely changed my life, and inspired me to start our band, North Mississippi All-Stars. It's really great playing with your brother because it's so telepathic, you know. It cuts down on a lot of unneeded rehearsing. So I mean, if you're playing improvisational roots music, you know, it's like, you can, all right. And it's cool because having that relationship with your brother, a musical relationship where you can learn to rely on the moment and trust each other to go in the right directions, that trains you to be able to have that telepathic relationship with other musicians too. You know, here we are at our family studio, and it was our father's vision way before we even had the place. And there's an old barn down here in North Mississippi, and someone had converted it into a ramshackle house, and we converted it into a ramshackle studio over the years. And he knew that he wanted an alternative recording space, you know, and that's what this is. You know, he passed sadly in 2009, and since then we put a lot of care into the studio, and you know, did some deep cleaning on it twice, because man, there was some funky old dirt in here. We've made so many records on here. It's just a home away from home, and I just adore it. Dead strings and ribbon mics, you know, that's how I make records. Fast and flawed.